Go for it.
Okay, so this game is called Zip Zap Zup. And I think you know how to play it, so let's go. Zip.
Zup.
Zip.
Zap.
Zup.
Zip.
Zap.
Zup. Zip.
Zap.
Zop.
Zip.
Zap.
Zop.
Zip.
Zip. Zup.
Zap.
Zap. Zip. Zop. Zip.
Zap.
Zop.
Zip. Zap. Zip.
Zap.
Zop.
Bird.
Boing.
Oh. Oh.
Whoosh.
Honk honk.
Whip. Bling.
Oh.
Bing. Bing.
Zip.
Zap.
Zup. Boop. All right, this game. Now, I don't think we did pass the sound yet, but we're going to do pass the sound. I'm going to start off. Actually, Craig is going to start with the sound, and it's going to go around the circle a couple of times. Now, the object of the game is to pay close attention to the person next to you. So no matter what Craig sounds like, you're going to repeat the sound of the person next to you. Right? And if it's confusing, all the better. Okay.
Achoo.
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 Achoo. Achoo. Achoo. Achoo. Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo. Achoo. Achoo. Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo. Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo.
No.
Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo. Achoo. Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo. Split peas.
Split peas.
Split peas.
Split piece.
Split peas. Carrots.
All right. All right. Great. So,
Carrots. Somebody's hungry. Split peas. Carrots.
okay. So we're going to break off. Let's see. We're going to go 1, 2. 1,
2. 1. 2.
1,
Two.
1.
Two.
Okay, I want the 2s to line up over here and the 1s to line up over here. We're going to be facing them in a line so people will get behind Craig or they'll get behind D. Behind. Okay. These are good boundary lines. What I have here is a very, very heavy rope. I'm bringing the rope down here. And it's very, very heavy. I'm going to lift it up. And you're going to grab hold of this rope. Everybody's holding on to the rope. It's very thick and very heavy. And what I'd like to ask you now is to start playing tug of war. Pay attention to the other team. See which way they're going. Uh-oh.
Come on, guys.
Come on, this team. Uh-oh. They have more people over there. I'm helping you too. All right, let's make a circle up again. Circle up, circle up, circle up.
You're borrowing some of Charlene's physical work.
Circle up, circle up, circle up. This is one of my favorite games, okay? It is not one of Frank's favorite games. It's called Kitty Wants a Corner. Now this game is about paying really close attention to other people in the game, all right? So we can make the circles good. So the way the game works is I'll be the kitty that needs a corner. And I'm going to go up to somebody and I'm going to say, Kitty wants a corner. And that person will say, ask my neighbor. And that other person will say, Kitty wants a corner, and they'll say, ask my neighbor. Now, meanwhile, if I'm over here saying Kitty wants a corner and you're saying,
Ask my neighbor.
other people in the room are going to exchange eye contact. So you've got to really look at other people and try to change places and see if maybe you guys can get just a little closer. And if I see you moving, I try to get in your space. If not, I'm still Kitty in the corner. Everybody with me? All right, thank you. Okay. Kitty want a corner?
Go see my neighbor.
Kitty want a corner?
Ask my neighbor.
Kitty want a
Ask my
corner?
neighbor.
Kitty want a corner?
Ask my 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 neighbor.
Kitty wants a corner.
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 That's my neighbor.
Kitty wants a corner.
Ask my neighbor.
Kitty wants a corner.
Ask my neighbor.
Kitty wants a corner.
It's a physical
Ask my
game.
neighbor.
Kitty want a corner?
Ask my 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 neighbor.
Kitty want a corner?
That's my neighbor.
Kitty want a corner?
Ask my neighbor.
Go ahead, try it. Kitty want a corner?
Ask my neighbor.
Kitty want a corner?
Ask my neighbor.
Kitty want a corner? Kitty want a corner?
Ask my
Kitty want a
neighbor.
corner?
Ask my
Kitty
neighbor.
want a corner? Kitty want a corner?
Ask my neighbor.
Kitty want a corner?
That's my neighbor.
Kitty want a corner?
Ask my neighbor.
Kitty want a corner?
Ask my neighbor.
Kitty want a corner?
Ask my neighbor.
That's my neighbor.
Ask my neighbor, I'm sorry.
Ask my neighbor.
Ask my neighbor.
Ask my neighbor. Kitty want a corner? Ask my neighbor. Kitty want a corner? Ask my neighbor. Kitty want a corner?
Ask my neighbor.
Kitty want a corner?
Ask my neighbor.
Kitty want a corner? Ask my neighbor. Kitty want a corner?
Ask my neighbor.
Oh, I'll never do this.
Ask my neighbor.
Kitty want a corner?
Ask my neighbor.
Ah, Kitty want a corner? Ask my neighbor. Kitty want a corner?
Ask my neighbor.
Oh! Kitty want a corner?
Ask my neighbor.
Kitty want a corner?
Ask my neighbor.
Kitty want a corner?
Ask my neighbor.
Kitty want a corner? Ask my neighbor. Kitty want a corner?
Ask my neighbor.
Kitty want a corner?
Ask my neighbor.
Kitty want a corner?
Ask my neighbor.
Kitty want a
Ask
corner?
my neighbor.
Kitty want a corner?
Ask my neighbor.
Kitty want a corner?
Ask my neighbor.
Kitty
Ask
want
my
a
neighbor.
corner? Kitty want a
Ask
corner?
my neighbor.
Kitty want a corner? Kitty want a corner? Kitty want a corner?
Ask my neighbor.
Kitty want a corner?
All right. Hey. All right.
Like ninjas.
Right?
It was. That was really fun.
Yes,
I've never played that before.
She taught that one to me. I'd have to teach the kids.
That's a good
That was fun.
It'd be good with
Okay,
chairs too.
so let's close with a little music. Remember we did some music last week? Weather the Weather? And we sing, or do whatever we want with the song. Sing whether the weather is cold, whether the weather is hot. And we're going to walk around the room. And at some point I'm going to say no motion and try to maintain eye contact with somebody that's near you, nearby, okay? So, whether the weather is cold, whether the weather is hot,
We'll be together whatever the weather, whether we like it or not.
Whether the weather is cold,
whether the weather is hot,
We'll be together whatever the weather,
whether we like it or not. Motion.
Whether the weather.
No motion. Everybody looking at somebody? All right, get close to that person now. You're going to be in a pair, whoever you were looking at or not looking at. Okay, and here. Okay. We're going to play one last game today, and the game is called Mirror. And Rebel and I are going to show you, and the pairs can get a little space together. I mean, I want the pairs to be not right next to the next person, maybe. By the way,
where do I go?
yeah.
Oh.
This is a non-verbal game. So somebody's going to be the initiator in Mirror, and someone's going to be the reflector. So for example, if Rebel is starting as the initiator, I am a mirror. I am going to not be copying. I am going to be reflecting what she's doing as I am the mirror. And then, so we'll call off initiator and look at each other and decide who's going to go first. Great.
You can go first.
And shall I just give you a brief demonstration here?
Mhm.
All right. So you're the initiator. And it's slow, thoughtful movements. It's not crazy stuff.
Is it just the face or the whole body?
The whole body. The whole body. And the face. Change. And it's not what you think they're going to do next, but what you're actually feeling and experience when you're reflecting. So, Rebel's the reflector and I'm the initiator. Great. Okay? So, you've